scandals. Joining us now, national spokesperson for the Republican National Committee, Paris Dennard. Paris, I feel like we're always talking about Hunter, but nobody else is. If this was any other, we say it all the time, if this was any other person, he would be investigated or probably be in jail at this point.
Well, there's no doubt about it. And listen, you need to continue to talk about Hunter Biden because it's not about Hunter Biden. It's about accountability. It's about transparency. It's about being transparent and honest with the American people. If his name was Hunter Trump, best be sure that this man would be in jail by now, because you saw how they dealt with Eric Trump and his foundation that was actually providing money for St. Jude's, helping sick children. And they closed down that organization. You saw how they harassed Ivanka Trump, and she closed down her fashion empire because she was doing public service. You know, you have a situation with the Hunter Biden and Joe Biden family where they say they're going to do something, close it down, disclose their business dealings, but they never do. And then when you're pressed, either it's the Jen Psaki or you press President Biden, oh, they doth protest too much, because it's too much to ask of them to be transparent and honest with the American people. It's a problem, it's dishonest, and we've got to get to the bottom of it because it's not right. And I'm glad that you are holding them accountable.
You make such a good point, though, because when you look at the Biden family, this has been going on for decades. The Trump family, they actually lost money getting into politics in the first place because they didn't get into it for power or fame or money. They had all that, but they gave all that up because they cared about the American people. President Trump even donated his salary. What does Biden do? He takes his salary and then his kids make all this money, or Hunter makes all this money. He always brings up his other son to try to actually deflect from the fact that he's actually killed people in Afghanistan. This is the problem with this administration, and no one's crying China, 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 just like the Democrats cried Russia, Russia, Russia.
You're absolutely right, Natalie. And when this comes to fruition, when you see the New York Post and other people validating things that were said years ago about the Hunter Biden and his dealings and with Joe Biden, it shows that President Trump was right. Our RNC research team posted that clip of the Obama ethics attorney raising issues about the fact that Hunter Biden is selling his artwork at record amounts of money, and he's not even an artist. Let's be very clear. The Biden family are profiting off of the Biden White House, just like they profited off of the Obama White House when he was vice president. It's very clear. And remember, this is not just exclusive to the Biden family. Kamala Harris's own relatives were profiting and benefiting off of her name, and they had to be told multiple times to stop using her name and likeness because it could give the appearance of them profiting off of it. This whole operation that you have going on with the Biden-Harris team and these radical Democrats in Congress are all about politics and power and profit. And until we have someone in the mainstream media and enough Democrats to say, you know what, enough is enough, be transparent, be honest, and have the same type of standards that you had for President Trump and others, namely Republicans, you all have no credibility. That's why their poll numbers are tanking. That's why people don't trust them. That's why people don't value what they say, because they're lying and they're profiting off the backs of the American people, using their position to do so, and it's wrong.
And you're so right, because even though the media doesn't talk about it or Democrats don't want to talk about it, the people are paying attention, just like they did to the New York Post story last year. Of course, right, even more people should have been exposed to it if Twitter hadn't shut it down. But people are wise to it now. They know there's censorship going on, so they're finding it elsewhere and finding the truth elsewhere, including you, Paris. Thank you for fighting for the truth out there, and the GOP keep pushing back, because you can see the people, they've had enough of corruption like this, especially when it's been going on for decades.
It's about truth, honesty, and accountability, and I'm appreciative of the fact that you're doing this and reporting on this on a regular basis. Thank you, Natalie.
Absolutely. Always good to see you, Paris. We'll see you soon.